Good morning, guys. It's Sunday, and today I'm doing the International Women's Day hashtag Dear Me. YouTube invited me to do a video to talk about, give advice to myself 10 years younger, which would be, I was 29, about to have a baby. I was going to have Dominic, so I thought that would be a perfect opportunity, considering today is International Women's Day. And we follow a lot of great women, and as a woman myself, I've done a lot of discovery within my years, within 10 years. So let's get started. So, dear me, you were 29 years old, you were a month away having your second baby, you knew he was going to be a boy, and you were completely scared all over again, even though you just had a baby 5 years ago. You had so many thoughts in your mind. You were in a position where you were just not liking your job. Although you just had so many dreams and expectations for the future, you were still scared because you were very worried about how this baby was going to come out. When you were 29 years old, you were so scared because your son, his genetic ultrasound came out that he had spina bifida. You did not know if he was going to have spina bifida by the time he came out of your womb, by the time you had him. Later on, a month later, you had your son and he was completely healthy. There was no worries, everything came out fine, and you were so appreciative to see him that he had his 5 fingers, 5 toes, he was breathing perfect, everything was just, you loved him so much. You were just like, this was it. He was the last puzzle of our puzzle piece for our family. And now, 10 years later, you have your son who's turning 10 years old, and you're turning 40 yourself. So you've come a long way from being where you were at when you were 29. You've had a lot of ups and downs. You've grown. You will be so much happier in life once you decide what you will do. At 29, you were like a few days of turning 30, and you weren't even caring that you were turning 30 because you were just so excited to have your baby boy and that your family was complete. So props to you for not stressing about your age like you are now. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, at the age of 29, you were so just wanting to give your family so much love and just wanting to know how your future would be with this family. How would everything be? How would everything turn about as far as their future? You had 2 boys. How are you going to make them into successful grown men? By you as a woman, you had to turn around and be a strong woman, as well as you had the best support as your husband. And you guys were doing the best you can to raise them when they were babies. You had moved around so much from house to house, and now you guys are stable in your own little house, where you were living in a 1-bedroom house with 2 boys and a husband, and now you're in a home where you can call your own, and it's just wonderful because you just grown so much. But yet you had no clue what was going to happen later on in life. And let me tell you that you better hold on for that ride, girlfriend, because it was ups and downs, turnarounds, and so much more. But let me tell you, by age 29, that was the last year of your 20s, and you did all you could for, you had a baby, you had 2 babies within your 20s, and now as you're going into a next decade, you're age 40. You can look back and reflect on, you live your life and you're living it to the fullest. And little do you know that you're going to have a decision that's going to change your life and your family's life forever. So dear me, don't be scared. Let life take you for the full ride and enjoy it, because you did something most people are too afraid to do, and you're doing it. And you know now that you needed to always take a leap of faith. So, dear me, just don't be afraid. And and just live life to its fullest. And you are doing the best you can right now to raise your children, because 29 was the best time of your life, and so was 25 when you had your first baby. So age 29, there you go. You grew up to be a good woman, I have to say, but you had plenty of support to help you get where you are today. But don't be afraid, because I know you were afraid. You were afraid of what the future was going to hold for you. You were afraid for the family. You were afraid for your husband. You were afraid for anything. It was like you were just afraid. And you shouldn't be afraid, because you had so much support and so much help to raise your children. It does take a village to raise children, and you allow them to help you. And everybody who surrounds you is so positive. It's so helpful that they love you so much to just let your guard down and let them in, and you do that. But let me tell you, be aware of the roller coaster of your life, because you weren't even knowing what was going to happen couple years. So, dear me, at age 29, don't be scared. So